It's Grandma's World. Hello. Welcome to the live. Glad you were able to join. Tony, yo man. What's going on? How you guys doing tonight? What's going on with everybody? I decided to pop in, y'all. I'm back on the road again. Back on the road again. Y'all, I guess y'all can tell by looking at the truck stop. I hope y'all give me a thumbs up when y'all get in. I'm going to see if this live I can get 25 likes. If so, it'll be my first time. So I'm here. I'm back. Back in action. Back on the road again. Trying to do what I do. I just left back out today. Shut down early because if not, I was not going to get a part. It's Grandma's World. It says good and you. I'm doing fine. So you frying some chicken, huh, Tony, yo man? So is that what you're gonna have the night for your video? You're gonna do chicken. What else you got going on with that chicken? Some chicken and what else? I had me some chicken tacos early. Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday. So I don't know if anybody gonna do Taco Tuesday, but I had my tacos today. Pretty Butterfly, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. I decided to pop in. Everybody come in, y'all. Please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. My goal is to see if I can get 25 likes, and whoever is shining in, that's all good with you. So Tony, that chicken you frying up, is that what you gonna do your mukbang tonight with that chicken, man? And tell us a good old story time of what you've been dealing with today. Like if you done ran into somebody at the store or something. I'm just curious. Yeah, so like I was saying, everybody, I'm back on the road. I headed out this morning, got me a load. Working my way down deep south. Deep down in the south. I normally run the Midwest, but I decide to come on down to the south and roll on out and see what's popping on this side of the woods. I don't really come and roll in the south too often because parking is very bad. It's very bad in the south. So if I have any drivers that chime in on this chat, they can go ahead and tell them how bad it is. When you get down to like deep south, you know, and we classify that as like Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, all up in those areas, parking can get pretty tough for a lot of semis. As you might see, I got the camera flipped. They will be circling and they will be playing merry-go-round until they can find a park. You'll see some of the same trucks looping around looking for a park. Even the bobtails. And if you guys don't know, bobtail is when you see a tractor rolling and it's not connected to a trailer. That is classified as a bobtail. So when you hear me say bobtail, that's what I'm talking about. When you see the bobtails rolling around. But a lot of the bobtails can park over there where the cars are at. See, the trailers can't fit over there, but a lot of the cars can, you know. I mean, you know, so it's all good. You get in where you can fit in. Sometimes they got to park on the side of the shoulder or the side of the highway. Hell, if they was on the West Coast up in California, they'll be parked on the side of the interstate. And that is so dangerous. Because when you parked on the side of the interstate, you be praying that no drunk driver or nobody get a flat or lose control and then swerve into you while you being parked on the side of the highway, you know? That's kind of tough right there. Well, like I said, you know, it's just another day. It's Monday. Thank God for another Monday. I decided to pop in, see who I will pop in. I know it's a work night. So you all that want to stay or don't want to stay, I mean, it's all good. Come in, join the crowd. We'll chit chat. Anybody want to talk about anything special, go ahead and shoot. Want to ask any questions? You see anybody in the chat that you might want to connect with, go right ahead and connect with them. Just tap on their profile. It'll take you straight to their page. If you like their content, go ahead and subscribe. Check out some of their videos. And hey, show each other some love, because there's enough love on this whole YouTube for all of us. I mean, a whole bunch of love for all of us. So I appreciate each and everybody that has joined in, that is coming into the chat, that's here, checking us out. See what's going on. Doc Spencer, what's up to my fellow truck driver? What's popping? What's going on, Doc Spencer? What's up with you? You out rolling? You at home? Tell the people in the chat what you rolling with. You flatbed? You dry? You reefer? Heavy hauler? You bull hauler? What you hauling? Let everybody know what's going on with you. As you guys don't know, anybody new to my chat, I drive. I do dry van. Rhett normally shines in. Rhett, he's a bull hauler, and I show was here shining. He showed keep it popping. I would like to know how he doing because he went cold turkey. So if he was here, he'd explain it to you. So any more of my fellow truck drivers that's in here, you know, throw it up what you hauling. If you rolling dry van, reefer, double, triple, tankers, you know, heavy hauling. Whether you know, whatever you hauling, let everybody know what you're doing. And what part of the town you rolling on. If you on the Midwest, the South, the East, the North, the Deep South, what you running. Let everybody know what's going on. Right now, freight is slow in a lot of states. All of us drivers know about the slow freight right now. Fortunately, you've had a few companies that are closing their doors. Freight is getting tough out here. Boy, it's slim pickings. And if you're owner-operator, lease operator, or if you have full authority means you own your truck and your trailer. I salute you, because I know it's tough out here, especially you guys that's mess with those brokers. Brokers is that middleman. They get they cut right off the top. They just like the IRS. They not playing. So yeah, that's Doc Spencer said, "What's up, Tony, yo man?" Okay, yeah. So Tony said he was doing his little chicken wing things. He was frying up him some chicken. I told him I had some tacos earlier, and it's still pretty hot down in the South. Like I said, I made my way deep down in the South. I turned my truck off for a minute. When I turned off, it was still 100, a little bit over 100. But I am sitting idle, so as I get out of the truck, it's still humid. Not as hot, but it's still pretty hot. You know, so yeah. So I'm just sitting tight, trying to get myself back in gear to start rolling after taking some days off. And if you guys know, especially those that work Monday through Friday, you know how it is starting back up on a Monday, heading back out, starting work all over again. So here I be, back grinding again. And so I always keep the camera turned around so you guys can watch the truck as they flow by. Some people like watching the trucks as they go by, and some don't. I'll flip the camera back and forth from time to time as I chat. And anybody new here knows Yolanda loves to talk. So don't come over here and say, "Oh boy, she sure running her mouth." Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do. I love talking, holding conversations and stuff like that. And I just talk about any and everything, whatever crossed my mind, I just start talking on it. And when I get to talking, I can't stop. Well, I'll stop talking when I get tired, or people get tired of listening to me. So like I said, as long as you guys stay here, shine in with me, chit chat, ask some questions. I'll repeat it again. Anybody in the chat, you want to connect with anybody, just tap on their profile, go to their page. If you like their content, subscribe. If not, just keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. And I appreciate everybody that comes in, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, just to let me know that you're liking the video, or, you know, liking the, you know, the chat and stuff like that. So those of you that are subscribe to me, I'll be putting out content from time to time. And of course, I'll still go live as much as I can. And see, I'll be going live a little bit more that I be on the road, because it's easier for me to go live than to keep trying to find content. Pretty Butterfly, it says, "Yolanda, what's your sign?" I'm an Aries, sweetheart. What is your zodiac sign? Angela Words, "Hey, Yolanda. Hey, how are you doing?" I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Oh, you are a Leo, Pretty Butterfly. Okay, we got a Leo in the house. I'm an Aries. Anybody want to shout out their zodiac signs, go right ahead. At least everybody in the chat can see what your zodiac sign is. And you asked, so Pretty Butterfly, you asked me my zodiac sign. Did you just kind of put two and two together that I was a Aries because of where I'll be clapping off at the mouth? We got a Libra in the house. We got a Leo. Of course, myself, I'm an Aries. Anybody else want to shout out some more signs? Go right ahead. Throw it up. Zodiac signs in the house. And then that's another thing. Some people study zodiac signs real well. Yep. A lot of people do and a lot of people don't. You know. We got a Pisces in the house. Shell 610. Pisces. Appreciate that, Pisces. My daughter is a Pisces. I have two daughters. One is a Pisces and one is an Aries. Doc Spencer says, I'm at home. I put a reefer van, flatbed, step deck, RGN, whatever it takes to move the freight. I know that's right. I know that's right. Carmen E, what's up? Hey, love. How are you doing? I came over to your page, girl, and I checked out some of that stuff. Baby, all I got to do is say, you guys get a chance, go over there and check out Carmen E's. Girlfriend do not be playing over there. When she says she eat everything, she eat everything. I was tripping off that video with them rabbits. Girl, I hit the flow. When I seen that video, I fell out. Boy, she doing her thing over there. I like that content that she got over there. So if you guys get a chance, go over there and check out Carmen Eats. Be ready, she got some stuff for you. So she sure gonna keep you entertained, that's for sure. Because I remember in a live, it was somebody asked her, did she eat, I think it was tongue or something. Oh yeah, we was on live, me and Tony, the old man, was on live, and she said she eat everything. And when she said she eat everything, girlfriend was not playing, okay? She got all kind of stuff popping off over there. I said, girl, I'm not even mad at you. So I give her props. You know, you got a lot of good content creators that put out some pretty good stuff. And I like what I seen over there. So I came over there early. Yeah, she said everything. And when she said everything, she is not playing. Good people over there. So go check her out. Again, I'll say if everybody people that come into the chat, again, if you see anybody that you might want to check out their page, even if you don't want to subscribe, even if you don't like them, just go over there and see what they're working with. All you got to do is check out one of their shorts. If it's something you might be interested, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give them a thumbs up, leave them a comment, let them know you was there, and keep it moving. And come on back if you want to. Doc Spencer, it says, does she know how to bake that possum? I don't know. You're going to have to ask her, does she know how to bake possum? I don't know about that possum. Do you hear that, Carmen Eats? They say you baking any possum over there? I see you, 80s baby. Hello, love. 80s baby always be showing up every time. I appreciate that. It says, hey, Tony, yo, man, yeah, baby. Oh, y'all recognizing your boy up in the house? Tony is another good subscriber. He always showing up for me. I appreciate all the people that show up for me. You guys come in, give me a like. My goal is, if I can do one live and get 25 likes, I'll be popping. It says Carmen Eats. It says I'm trying to get one hopefully soon. What you talking about, girl? A possum? Wait, Carmen Eats. So you said you're trying to get one hopefully soon? Wait, I want to wait and see if she talking about a possum or what. Because the rabbits got me. I'm seeing if she talk. I want to see if she gonna answer that. She said, oh my Lord. So seriously, girl, you really gonna try a possum? I don't think she played. I think she gonna go and pop that possum off. Because I know Tony, your man, was telling me about you. He said, go on over there. He said she eats some of everything. Because he said he wanted to do a collab with you. I said, what y'all gonna eat over there? He said, I don't know. But some of the stuff she eating on, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to mess with it. That's hilarious. I'll do a collab with you too, girl, but check this out. I'm going to bring my own food. You bring yours and I'll bring mine because I'm scared what you're going to show up with. But like I said, I love it. That is so cool. How you got all the different foods and stuff like that. Oh, look who popped in the house. Edward, says Yolanda. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Edward. How you doing? Oh, Carmen E. She said, I eat roaches. Girl, what? I want to know where you find some roaches at. Well, how you cooking up with them roaches? What you dipping them in a little flour? You frying them up, or you baking them, or you throwing them bad boys on the grill? I'm just curious. Inglewood Wood says, good night, y'all. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm still curious about these roaches. She says she eat roaches. You know, I was watching a clip on something that I was watching in a different country. I think they was in China. They was somewhere. They was eating cockroaches. They had grasshoppers, animals, just dipping them in hot water. It was wild, boy. Ooh-wee, that wasn't for me. I had to back up out of that bad boy. Some of them bad boys were still alive. And then, you know, there's a store supposed to be in San Francisco that when you go in, you can literally buy animals just still alive and do it fresh. You know what I'm saying? So Carmen Eats, it says, I'm not trying. My friend got a roach farm. Oh, wow. I tried to eat them alive and go videos and I cook. Oh, no, girl. Really? A roach farm? Oh, my gosh. We got Rockin' with Cowboy in the house. Rockin' with Cowboy. No, Rockin' with Cowboy said Tony in the house. Edward says butterfly. Edward. Oh, we got a lot of Tony, yo, man, people in here. I appreciate you guys coming over from Tony's page, showing me some love. It says Carmen E says not just any roaches, but hissing cockroaches. Hissing cockroaches. Aren't those big old cockroaches that they be flying sometimes? Carmen. Hold up. Wait, do roaches... He said, hold up. What do roaches taste like? Yeah, what do roaches taste like? Edward said, just give me a big pot of pig feet. I think I'm going to pass on all of that. Oh, my gosh. I appreciate you stopping in, Rocking with Cowboy. Yeah, I've seen you over there on Tony's page. I appreciate you stopping through, showing me some love. I see the Swifty that stopped in. Hey. Edward loves some pig feet. Yeah, I don't really care for pig feet myself. I'm cool on it. I want to get back to this cockroach. Let's get back to the cockroach thing. Okay, the Swifty from Tony's page. I appreciate all Tony's people coming up here showing me some love. It says, yes, big ones, because my friend has a farm. She feeds them vegetables. Really? What made her decide to do a cockroach farm? I've heard of catfish, alligator, but I've never heard nobody actually eat So what does she do with the cockroaches? Does she like sell them to people? I mean, like, I'm just curious. Cockroaches, oof, just even thought of that sent chills up me. Edward says, Doc, oh yes, good old barbecue pig feast. Oh, hell to the no. Let me get another beer. Oh, you about to get you another, you getting your swerve on, huh, Edward? Rocking with Cowboy. I love pig feet and pickled pig feet. I ain't rocking with nobody pig feet. And I sure ain't rocking with them cockroaches. But I would like to see you do a video, like really like a serious video of how you would prepare the cockroaches and what you would do. Carmen Eats, it says, no, she doesn't sell them. She likes them, but I don't get it. Okay, she likes them. Like, does she eat them? Does she just like have them as a pet? Is she like obsessed with the cockroaches? And I'm curious. I would love to talk to her. What made her get into like breeding and having cockroaches? Like, ooh, I'd be scared to go over somebody's house if they got some roaches, because, you know, them roaches be hitchhiking. They'll hitchhike a ride in a minute. You know? Fort Nuggets. Somebody, oh my Lord, I don't even know what you're talking about. Look at that name up there. Oh, they're her pets. 80s baby said, Edward, when I was a kid, I loved pig feet until I had one with a toenail still on it. I haven't had it since. Oh no, 80s baby. I don't think so. Toasty says, Yolanda, do you have tips for someone who wants to commit suicide? Yes, you can call. There's a 1-800 number for committing suicide. Toasty, is you feeling like you want? I'm not a doctor, psychologist, I'm a psychiatrist. I mean, I would hope you wouldn't be trying to commit suicide. Can somebody, I don't have another phone to dial. Is there anybody in the chat that can look up a 1-800 for suicide? What state are you in? Toasty, we can look up some numbers for you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I hope you're not playing no games, because suicide is something serious. So if you are talking about committing suicide, I would ask you to rethink that. You can dial 911 and tell them that you're thinking about committing suicide. You can call, just dial 911. You can call your local hospital, or can somebody pull up a number for a suicide prevention hotline for this person? Where are they at here? It says Toasty. It says Yolanda. It says Yolanda, do you have tips for someone who wants to commit suicide? The only tips I can tell you, sweetheart, is to stay prayed up, you know, for right now, and call 911 and tell them that you're thinking about committing suicide. It says, okay, ma'am, I'll call the hot. Please do. Please, will you let us, keep us updated? You promise you're gonna call right now? Call the suicide prevention. Toasty. It says, I'm sorry, it's something I had to get off of my chest. Please, oh my gosh, suicide is no joke. So why don't you get off the chat with us now and just dial 911, and when they pick up, they're going to ask you, what is your emergency? Tell them that you're thinking about committing suicide. Please, Toasty, please call 911. I don't think none of us in here, even if we were doctors, there's nothing we can do. Only thing we can tell you is to call 911, and they will send someone out there to you, and they can get you help. Please call. Doc Spencer says call your pastor or a doctor. But right now, the quickest thing that can get to this person, Doc, is to dial 911 and tell them that they're thinking about committing suicide. They will send someone out there ASAP. Please call 911. Please. Wow. You know, I hope you're not playing or whatever. Like I said, call 911. Just get off the chat, flip over to your phone and dial 911 and tell them you're thinking about suicide. Wow. That's kind of deep there. You know, suicide is no joke. You know, drivers, I mean, it's deep out there, and there's a lot of stuff going on in this world today. And, you know, the best thing to do is to stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. And Doc Spencer said it right. Call your doctor, you know, call a pastor. But right now, the quickest service you can get to you, if you dial 911 and you tell them, they will send medics out to you, the fire department, the police, everyone, and they will take you to a facility, and they will get you the right help, get you doctors, you know, medicines. There's counselors, someone you can talk to, and they will get you all the help that you need. You know, King Grow says, go back to Africa. Well, King, you know what? I've never been to Africa, sweetheart. I would love to go to South Africa. What do you exactly mean by going back to Africa? Everybody in this chat is not from Africa. I just want you to know that. Tony Yo Man said, Toasty, why you want to do that? N-I-G, Nick. Why don't you just say nigger? Why are you spelling out nigger? You obviously, you know what? I'm going to leave you right there. Gone with it. I love trolls like you. I just love them. I hope you like all my videos. Go in there and leave nigger, whatever you feel you want to do, King Grow. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It says, oh no, block them. Chrissy said, hello. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing, love? Typical Negro behavior. P. Diddy GG, block him. Let me get some people in here. Chrissy, can you knock him off of there real quick? That troll that's in here, if you don't mind. Chrissy, can you go ahead and knock that troll off? Let me see here. We got a few trolls bumping up in here, and I can't be dealing with these trolls right about now. I appreciate it. Trying to see who's up in here that I can help me out here. These trolls just popped in. Trolls don't really bother me too much. I'm concerned about Toasty that's talking about committing suicide. Glad to hear that, Chrissy. Yeah, we haven't too long been on. Had a few trolls in here. There's somebody in here, Toasty, that was talking about committing suicide. And we was, before them few trolls came in, we was just telling Toasty to go ahead and, you know, to call 911 or either to call a hotline. When you're talking about suicide, suicide is something very serious. You know, P. Diddy said, Toasty, man up. Well, P. Diddy, I don't know if you say man up. You never know what somebody is going through. I've seen cases where people have been on people live and they were talking about committing suicide. And, you know, you just don't know what state of mind nobody is. And then at the same time, you don't know if they're playing or if they're for real. You know, that's the part. And I don't want nobody to be on with us talking and then, you know, later on they do something or harm themselves. I mean, that's just not cool at all. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, I'm not going to let the trolls bother me. Trolls come in and be talking all kind of smack. You know, trolls keep the live popping sometimes. Sometimes they can get a little bit disrespectful. I say trolls are just miserable people that, I don't know, I guess just ain't got no life, just don't have a life really, if you want to keep it real, you know. That's all I can say. But I hope they be okay. I really do. I hope they really call someone and seek and get some help. It says depression is hard. Chrissy H, yes it is. Depression is very serious. And for you guys that are not truck drivers, it is a lot of truck drivers out here. It's really tough. It can get lonely for them. Depression can seek in. All sorts of stuff. Behavioral problems. Just, it's real deep. And especially people that's even not driving. Being at home every day, you can be in a home environment that's very depressing. You can be in you can have a job that, you know, keep you depressed every day. Your financial situation can make you depressed. Health issues can make you depressed. It's a lot of things that can cause depression. And some people, everybody's state of mind is different. Some people have a little bit stronger. They can survive through some things. And some people, the simplest things can bring them, you know, over the edge. It says, Carmen East, it says, I hope Toasty call 911 and get help they need. I've been there too. Life is hard. Yes, it is. You know, Carmen, it's very hard. You know, and like I told you, you know, Chrissy comes to all of my chats, so she knows. And she's been rocking with me, like I say, day one. There's a few people who have been rocking me with day one. But Chrissy, we've had this discussion before, if you remember. You know, you never know what a person is going through. I'll always say that. You know, you don't know nobody's financial situation, their health issues, depression, relationships. It's a lot that people, you know, people keep a lot of stuff inside. And sometimes they just go to the edge where they just can't take it anymore. And some people turn to drugs. Some people turn to alcohol. Some people do just all kind of weird stuff, you know, from different things like that. When he or she was talking about committing suicide. Like I told that person, I know I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist. I can't give you no counseling, no advice. Like I said, hey, call 911. Because, you know, and a lot of people might think that's jokingly. We don't know if that person is joking, if they're trolling or telling the truth. I'd rather be safe than to be sorry. So that's why I said, hey, reach out. You know, call someone and tell them how you're feeling. They will send somebody out to help you. There's hotlines for that. And I didn't have nothing right in front of me. That's why I was saying, because somebody Google some and tell this person, you know, what they can call or something like that. Because, you know, suicide don't discriminate. Just like cancer and so many other diseases. A lot of things do not see color. Like that troll came in there, was calling me nigger. Trolls see color. They see black and white. But see, what trolls don't realize, and people that go on that nature, what they realize is, this is my opinion. I don't think nobody's no pure blood of nothing. We all got a little bit of something in us. Because I don't know if you guys seen that story. Some of you guys might have heard it. It was a guy that was with the KK, that group, the supremacist group that don't like people of color. Well, he thought he was one race and went to go do what do you call that, where you go and do your DNA, they test your blood or whatever it is to find out, you know, your background. Come to find out, he had a little coffee up in him. you know, and they had to bump him to the side. You know, you just, you know, and all the time he's thinking he's one pure race. It just doesn't roll like that, you know. It doesn't roll like that. So, and then, you know, with these chats, these trolls, sometimes it's okay and sometimes it can get really, really annoying. Like, they'll just come in and just say, it's like they live every day to wake up just to do wicked and evil stuff, just to go get on people chats, call people names, just bring all of that bad energy in, just for no reason. I think people like that are just literally mentally disturbed. Yeah, I said it. Go seek help, bro. Go get on some medication or something. Like, for real, for real. Like, you especially even if it's a kid or a grown person. If it's a kid, if they're doing all that, they know the difference between right and wrong. But what gets me with racist people, they always want to come in and the first thing they say is go back for Africa. Sucker, I ain't never even been to Africa. Why do you always assume every black person is from Africa? Like, make that make sense to me. I ain't never even seen Africa. So why you think every black person is from Africa? I see that so much in chats. The first thing they always say is, go back to Africa. Why you think, because I'm black, that I've been to Africa? Why you think every black person come from Africa? Like, get a life. Chrissy says, so true. Miss Bunny, why black ladies always angry or loud? What do you, okay, so Miss Bunny, explain yourself. First of all, you said, why black ladies? Why? Now, I know my grandma be fucked up sometime, but make that make sense. Why black ladies? You mean, why are black ladies? I mean, come on, make it make sense. Address your comment. You say, why black ladies always angry or loud? Sayak, how you on? Hello, thanks for joining in. Must be another troll. Thanks for joining, says I'm back. No, I want this person, this Miss Bunny. Bunny, I ain't gonna go there with the bunny. I'm gonna leave the bunny alone. We was already talking about rabbits, Carmen. We got a bunny in the house. Come on, explain what you mean. Why it says, Miss Bunny, it says every time ACA, I don't even get what, every time ACA, black lady on YouTube, they be either angry or loud. First of all, I ain't angry. And secondly, I'm not loud. This is just Yolanda. Baby, obviously you don't know me like you think you know me. So if this is loud, you really don't want to see me loud. If this is angry, I got word for you. Bro, this is not angry. But why do you have that stereotype about black women, Bunny? I'm just curious. You say every time you go to one of our YouTube's page, we're angry or loud. Like, explain yourself. Define that. Because it's what I see. Well, maybe you're just going to their certain page. We got good energy here. We were just talking about somebody was committing suicide, and before you jumped in, there was a couple of trolls telling me to go back for Africa. All I was saying is I've never been to Africa. You came in on the middle of the conversation and you just assuming because you're listening to my voice. You're thinking I'm mad and I'm angry. Like I told you, sweetheart, bunny, rabbit, whatever you want to call your name. You have not seen angry yet. Do not stereotype. Do not believe the hype. You just happen to be on what I call trashy pages that just talking nothing but nonsense. You know? So, I mean, it's what it is. I'm just telling like it is. Bunny, it says that's a fair point. Yeah, it's a fair point because you're judging me and you don't even know me like that. You're see, I got my camera flipped around because I'm allowing them to look at the trucks going by. And I didn't even get mad when a person came in there calling me a nigger, telling me to go back to Africa. You know, I'm just chilling. Let me flip it around. Might be a little bit dark in here, but you can't hardly see me. Hey, this is me. This is Yolanda, sweetheart. It's a little bit dark, but let me, maybe we can see a little bit better. I'm good people. Anybody know me? You don't know me personally. Oh, don't pay my shirt no mind. I got a lot of tie-dye shirts. I'm tie-dye baby. So you'll see me in all kind of tie-dye shirts. So don't judge me. Don't be talking about my shirt. It's what it is. I got 1,000 tie-dye shirts from every state, every continent, even Africa. Now let me stop playing. Miss Bunny, it says slapping Miss Bunny. It's not polite to slander black females on YouTube. It says Chrissy, it says you can't judge a group of few. That's true. And Sandra says Yolanda, yes. It says tie-dye is the way to go. Yes, I love tie-dye. And this tie-dye, you can't see it really well, but this is how it is. I've had somebody actually gave me this. Don't come for me talking about no flag and Kaepernick and all this. Don't even start. I'm not talking about y'all, but they already came for me with that flag on my truck. But yeah, I have, you can't see it, I have tie-dye everything. I have all kind of tie-dye shirts. I have tie-dye champion, you name it, tie-dye, I got it. Got tie-dye Texas, California, every state. I'm the tie-dye queen. And anytime I see a tie-dye shirt, Illinois, Nevada, Vegas, you name it, I'm gonna get it. But I'm gonna flip it back around because I like y'all to watch the trucks. I keep flipping it back and forth. So let me see, I was lost in a comment. Okay, Slapping says tie-dye is the way to go. Yes, tie-dye is the way to go. It says I have a question. Go ahead with your question, Miss Bunny. It says you are making some good points. I appreciate that. Carmen Eats, yes, Carmen Eat. Yolanda got good energy, good vibes, and definitely good conversation. I appreciate that, love. So it said I have a question for these people. What do you mean by these people? Explain that. Don't be mean to Yolanda. Oh, you're talking to them. It says also don't call Yolanda bad stuff. I appreciate that. Be nice to Yolanda. I appreciate that, love. I appreciate all the good support and all the positivity. I don't want people that's been rocking with me, especially like, I'll keep naming Chrissy. Chrissy has been here since day one. Carmen is coming in. You know, Tony, yo man, we got a few people from Tony's page, and I appreciate all you guys for showing me nothing but love. You can look at my videos and see I'm just a down home, laid back, cool ass person. If you hung out with me, you got to know me, you come and party with me, I'm good people. You know, it's as simple as that. I drive a truck, been doing it for years. Been married for years, lost my husband. It's been, what, 14 months now. And got 2 daughters, grandkids. I'm just living life. You know what I'm saying? And I love everybody. I don't care what color. You could be Barney the dinosaur. And if anybody know Barney, he's a purple dinosaur. I'm still gonna love you. You know, because that's what God wants us to do. You know, even if you come at me, you know, it's all about love. Because it makes no sense. To me, that's wasted energy. Sure, you got a problem. Have you guys ever walked through Children's Hospital? Walked through there and see all them kids needing a heart transplant, kidney dialysis, wasting all this energy on nonsense. I don't have time for stuff like that. I got better things to do. Miss Bunny, it says, I will apologize to anyone who may question or offended because you have been respectful towards me. No problem. It's all good, Miss Bunny. You know, we just wanted to get on the same page. I was just having issues with you when you said why all black women are angry and loud. We got a lot of black women up in this chat right now, and I don't think none of them will be classified as angry or loud. Go check out some of their content. They're just like me. They're just doing what they do. And like I said, I think you have went on pages where, you know, you might have seen conflict with some of the women that were on that page. Maybe because there is drama, but you know, there's pages like that on white people pages, on Mexicans, Chinese. It ain't just a black person thing. And that's what the problem where the world stereotype us black women. They always make it like we are the problem. We, you know, like other races don't get loud, other races don't yell. I mean, come on now. Like, it ain't just a black woman thing. It's a everybody thing, as far as I'm concerned. It says, Yolanda, how long have you been married? As of now, right now, 36 years. But my husband has passed away. My husband's been passed away for on the 9th. Well, the 9th coming up, it'll be 14 months. Well, the 9th, what's the day's date? Let me look at the day's date first. I can be accurate. Yeah, coming up on the 9th, it'll be 14 months. So, yeah. So, as I was back to the conversation, like I was saying, you know, I hear that a lot. I have literally been having a conversation. I remember once having a conversation where this is a boss that I had, another supervisor that I had before the one that I had now. Me and her was on the phone talking, and everybody that know me, Yolanda run her mouth. Okay, so I run my mouth a lot, and I'm da 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 like the Energizer Bunny, right? So she knows this, but we were on the phone, and then sometimes I can tend to raise my voice, get hyped, get a little loud, but I don't mean any harm. And she had the audacity to tell me, she told me something, why are you so loud and why are you so angry? I was like, excuse me? And then she slipped and said, you all. See, I can't stand when they say you all because I know where they're going with that. And I said, what do you mean by you all? She said, you all, you know, and I know she stopped and she corrected herself. I know she was going just like Miss Bunny did. I know she was going to say, you black women are always loud. You're always mean. And I just wish that stereotype, that title would get off of us, and that upsets me. It doesn't make me mad and angry. I guess people say, well, it said no. It just I don't know what would be the correct word. Let's put it like this. It's troubling. Okay? It says, wait a minute, what is that? What is that sound? It says, what is that sound in the background? Oh, that's my truck running. I'm at the truck stop. So my truck idles. It'll go up and down when the temperature changes. If the truck starts to get too warm, the truck cranks up. It's got to run to cool the trucks off, and then it'll shut back off. That's what you hear. And then you're hearing the air conditioner blowing, and the phone and everything is connected. It says, your car smells like spicy tuna and cigarettes. How do you, my car does not, first of all, I don't even have a car. I have a pickup truck. So how do you know what I drive? So you saying my pickup truck, it smells like tuna fish and cigarettes? I mean, I'm just curious. It says, stop snitching and block me. You know, y'all, these trolls, boy, y'all on a rampage. It says, Refire, if you're gonna be mean to Yolanda, then leave this. Yeah, you need to leave this stream right now. Just go ahead and go on. Miss Bunny said, what the fuck is spicy tuna? I have no idea what is spicy tuna. I think they sell it in the store. They might sell it in the store. I'm not quite sure. But I'm trying to figure out how this person know how my vehicle smells. I'm just curious. Spicy tuna is tunas that's spicy. Okay, all righty. I thought I heard it all. But I appreciate you trolls coming in. I mean, y'all can come on, y'all can call me, whatever. Hey, it's what it is. At the end of the day, I know exactly who I am. I'm Yolanda, and I'm a black female, and I'm beautiful, and I love myself. Jesus loved me. Yes, he does. And I love you too. Despite your illness or whatever issues you got, because I believe racism, you know what, I ain't going to go there. I'm going to leave that alone. Let's just keep it moving, So, yeah. So, but like I say, I hear that a lot, and I have been in other women of color chats, and I hear the same stuff. Random people just come in, and these women have good vibes going on. There's no loudness or no arguing, and you just got people coming there, calling them names, and they always say, go back to Africa. Tell me to go back to like Florida or California or somebody. Why it's got to be Africa? Tell me to go back to Hawaii. Say go back to Jamaica. I'm just saying, tell me to go to the Bahamas. Why I got to be going? Tell me to go to Vegas. Why I got to be going to Africa? I want to go to Vegas, sweetheart. I want to go down to Florida. Send me back to California. Just tell me to go back there or something. Tell me to go back to Texas. But don't tell me to go back to Africa. And if I do go to Africa, tell me to go to South Africa. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it real. Send me somewhere that's beautiful. Africa is okay. But okay, yeah, I'm going to go to Africa. But guess where I'm going? I'm going to go because we got Sister Christine. Okay, I follow her. She's on YouTube. Her and her husband, Wycliffe. I'm going to go to South Africa. And she's in Ghana. And I'm going to go visit Pastor Christine. And that's where I'm going. I'm going to South Africa. Yes, I am. That's how you know your channel is getting out there. I guess so, because they showed popping in, Chrissy Carmen. It's just crazy how many trolls are coming in. Yes, I don't know where they're coming from. Psycho, he says, for real. Psycho says, Jamaica is where most black people live. Well, hey, Pretty Butterfly. Yolanda, do you have a TikTok? No, sweetheart, I don't have a TikTok. Everybody is telling me to do TikTok, but I'm trying to get YouTube going. I mean, there's people that have platforms like TikTok. They have YouTube. They have Instagram. They got so many. I just have just YouTube, sweetheart. And right now, I'm gonna try to get YouTube, get used to that, and figure out all the little quirks, and then I might venture out and get something else. But excuse me, there's a lot of content creators that I follow. They have a lot of platforms like that, but not me. So, says Miss Bunny, with you being a truck driver, is there a minimum amount of hours you can drive before you have to have a break? Yeah, Miss Bunny, yes. We drive, you have to drive no more than 8 hours, and then you have to take a 30-minute break. Throughout the day, you can drive 11 hours, you have a 14-hour clock. So, and then you have a 70-hour of a week. So basically, we start off the week, like I came back out today, I've been off some days. When I started, I got my full clock. I can run, I have 70 hours throughout the week that I can run. I can drive 11 hours every day, and every day that I drive, I have to drive, I can drive up to 8 hours, and I have to shut down and take a 30-minute break, then restart up, and I can run my hours out. I have a 14-hour clock, meaning that allowed me time to get loaded and unloaded, or to drop, swap, pick up a load, whatever you want to call it. Yes. TikTok is a real platform. Yeah, I hear a lot about TikTok. TikTok almost got canceled, if you didn't know, Yolanda. Yeah, I know. And a lot of people went back and forth with TikTok. And a lot of people kept their pages and was putting stuff up on YouTube and different things like that. Yeah, I knew what was happening. Oh, Michelle, look who's in the house. Hello, Michelle. Michelle is Michelle is so cool, because she said this on Tony's page, or I think we was in a live or something, and she was saying she would watch our videos, and she said, you know, you guys are doing all right. If a small town girl like me, I forget what part of Georgia she said, that's watching you guys, and I say that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Michelle is out there in Georgia. She said she's in a small town, and she's a great supporter. She always pops in, show up, and show love. And even with all the new people that are here in my live tonight, I really appreciate all the love. I mean, that's what I said. That's what it's about. I wish there was more positivity out like it is, you know. This is Yolanda. Who was the person up there called P. Diddy? I have no idea who P. Diddy is. Say, okay, I mean, I don't know. I doubt if that was a real P. Diddy. You know, a lot of people steals picture profiles. Just like I could put a profile up of Michelle Obama. That don't mean I'm a Michelle Obama. Oh, by the way, you guys know today is Barack Obama's birthday. I'm just putting it out there. Nobody don't come for me, especially people that voted differently. I'm just letting you know. I still love me some Barack and Michelle Obama. I don't care what nobody say. As that I heard his mansion was raided by the FBI. Oh yes, oh yeah, they dealing with that on that trial. That's that P. Diddy stuff. I don't really follow that type of stuff and celebrities and all of that stuff like that. Sometimes I catch in, but there's people that have channels that have millions of subscribers that talk about a lot of the celebrity stuff. And to be honest, I don't follow a lot of it. I mean, I'm not going to even lie. I follow weird stuff. I follow truck driving stuff. I watch people food. I love mukbangs. I follow people that are trying on clothes. You can look at some go through my posts and see some of the stuff that I follow. I try to, but the celebrities, that stuff, they just got too much stuff going on for me. It says, Michelle, how many hours a day do you drive? We was discussing that earlier, Michelle. 11 hours a day. We can drive up to 11. I try not to drive my full clock out because I run what they call, I run on recaps. Meaning when my 7 day is up, I still want to continue to drive. So I try to average about 9 hours a day, 10. So that 7th day, I can still continue to roll. I won't have to shut down, because if you run your full 70-hour clock out, you would have to take what they call a restart, and that's a 34 restart. Yeah. Okay. Say okay. It says, I'm going to sleep. Bye, Yolanda. Maybe I'll come back next live. I appreciate that. I hope you do. I really appreciate you shining in. And I thank you for being so kind and showing up to the live. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much. But yeah, so Michelle, that's how we roll. And like I said, I try not to run my clock out. I try to run so many hours per day. And so I just came back out today, Michelle. I had took some time off, and I'm back on the road again. And as you can see, I'm back at a truck stop road and shut down so I can find a park. And that's what I'm doing. I'm on the in the south, in the deep south. And like I was saying earlier, when you run the deep south, parking is very hard. And you guys are seeing, I'm gonna put up, because I love putting up short videos. So I might post a short video tomorrow. And when I had first got in and I was heading home, I was driving down and I had hooked up my phone and my camera, and I was showing all the trucks that were just parked on the side of the road. And it was so many of them because they had nowhere to park. I mean, if you guys check, well, I haven't put the short up, but you'll see it. Look out, I think I might post that next short just so you can see all the trucks. I mean, comment on that. Tell me, guys, you'll be surprised, It says, do you get sleep? It says, can you put on music? Yes, Michelle. So when I shut down like now, I have a TV and I have all my cable, everything hooked up. So all I do is click my TV on and I hit a scanner to scan to see how many channels I'll get. Every state is different. Sometimes I can get up to 178 channels, and then sometimes I can get as little as 5 channels, and there's times I can get 0 channels. So I'll hook up my TV, I'll watch TV, I'll scroll through YouTube. Sometimes I'll read, I'll listen to music. I'll just do a variety of stuff, and until I fall asleep, watch Tony Yo Man videos and whoever else videos or page that I visit. And that's what I do. KB Fishing, hi. Hello, welcome to the live, KB Fishing. Nice that you're here. Welcome to Yolanda's little channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody coming in and showing me, giving me some likes, thumbing up, comment, keep asking questions. Chrissy, let me see, what was Chrissy said? It says, I was wondering about that. When I drive long ways, no matter how much sleep I get the day before, I get so sleepy. Yeah, some people do. I mean, it gets hard at times driving. I wonder what he doing. I know he ain't finna leave his truck blocking nobody. Now, what if I got to get out, partner? Oh, he's checking something. Because I'm about to say, partner. Let me see. KB, it says, do you know who Jesus is? Yes, I think everybody in this chat know who Jesus is. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming through, spreading the love about Jesus. Hold on, let me try to catch up with the chat, Michelle. It says, how many states you go through a day and what do you haul? Well, first of all, it depends on, you can go through 4 states, 5 states, 6 states. Every state, depending on what interstate you're on. Some interstates, the mile markers are shorter, some are longer. Like in the state of Texas, you can go down Interstate 10. It's 900 and some miles. As being a truck driver, it's going to take you 2 days to go down that interstate. And then you can go in the south, whether you running down Mississippi, Louisiana, all the small, running down 55. Those mile markers run like up to 145. You can cross 4 or 5 states and then continue to push. So that's kind of, I can't really answer that because I could just say depending on what part of the area where you're running. So you can go through as much as 1 state or multiple states. It says how many states. So that answered that. It says what do you haul? Well, as a trucker rule, what I do, I always send, for all I know, it could be dead bodies in the back of there. So put it like this, I haul a variety of stuff. You never know. That's one thing, because the reason why you really don't want to tell nobody what you're hauling, Michelle, because people be alert. You take a chance of getting your freight stolen or breaking into, especially if you're hauling a high value load. High value means you can be hauling, believe it or not, Red Bull is classified as a high value load. Red Bull, those loaded cans, they could be worth $1 million. I mean, it's mind blowing. I did not know Red Bull was that expensive. But when you haul Red Bull, those energy drinks, it is classified as a high value load. That means somebody can steal that freight from you. Now, I ain't trying to steal no Red Bull. I don't know why you would, but it's still. You can haul from flat screen TVs, AT&T phones, Verizon, all the way to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, expensive cars, expensive paintings. You can haul alcohol, perfume, milk, eggs, chicken, cattle. The list goes on and on. But me, I haul dry stuff, and I just haul a variety of stuff from high value to cardboard boxes. You know, it says in the life of Gay. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Welcome, Gay. I'm glad you're here. It says, good night, Yolanda, and everyone in the chat. Thumbs up done. I appreciate you, sweetheart. You guys get a chance, go over there and check out In the Life of Gay Blake. She is good people. She is over there in another country. She's not here in the U.S. So go over there and check her out. I think the last time I spoke to her, she was trying to get her chicken coop, get something going on over there. But go check her out. She's got good content over there. She's good vibes, good people. So go check her out, see if you like her. So give her a thumbs up, check out a couple of her videos. And like I say, if anybody see anybody they want to connect, go right ahead. Carmen, it says, you ever drove to Boston? Child, yes, I have been to Boston. And honey, I don't like Boston. I ain't gonna even lie. Boston is not made for semis. Let's just put it like that. Like New York and New Jersey. Man, y'all go check out my buddy, Riding Along with Dan. If you get a chance, his name is Riding Along with Dan. You can Google him. He's a dump truck driver. I mean, yeah, dump truck. They do trash, different things like that. He's up there in Jersey, and he used to be driver 18-wheeler. And like me and him discussed, some states is just not set for semis for 18 wheels. They need them box trucks, or they need them 40. What is those? I think there was a 48, not 48. Those those little hubs. I think they're 43, something like that. You see them, FedEx, UPS pull them. We call them little puds. It's been a while since I pulled that. It says Carmen Eats. It says Ed Gay Blake, have a great night. Yeah, Carmen, go over there and check her out. She's good people, and she has some good stuff over there. So any of you guys want to go over there and check out In the Life of Gay Blake, good night. She said good night, Carmen. Yeah, go check her out. She's a good-spirited person, very, very sweet. I try to catch her when I can because we're on different time zones, and I just love sitting down watching her, hearing all her chickens in the background, and she just talks, she speaks to everybody. She's such a sweet person. Good vibes over there. I love that type of stuff. Michelle, it says, oh, okay, sorry, didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, it's no big deal, Michelle. You don't have to apologize. A lot of people don't or did not know. You know, that's just some drivers. You'll ask some driver, what are they hauling? And some of them will get rude with you. They'll be like, why would you ask me that? Well, see, as experienced drivers, no, we never ask people what they're hauling because we know better. A lot of the newer drivers, they have not caught on. They're actually, so what you hauling? One thing, there's a few things you never do with truck driving. You never ask them where they're headed, and you never ask them where they're hauling or where they're shut down at. That's just a no-no. Because a smart truck driver, a good truck driver, especially for your safety, I'm never going to tell the truth. I mean, just like I got this camera on right now, you know, I mean, I'm here. You got a truck driver that might tune in. They might be able to figure out where I am. But the thing is, how do they know I'm going to stay where I'm at? I can get up and crank my truck up anytime and leave. You know, and you guys, I've seen people on YouTube, even females, for their safety, they're telling people like where they're at, what truck stop and what truck they that's one thing, you guys, you've never seen me record my truck. And you don't know. My truck could be in one of those videos, but I've had drivers ask me which one of those trucks. I'm like, take a wild guess. You know, why do I want to put my truck out? What if my truck is custom? What if I got something on the side of my truck and I'm recognized and I go in one of these truck stops or I'm shut down? They'd be like, oh, that's that truck driver. I seen her. Well, now I'm a sitting target. I'm just not about to do that. I'm just sorry. It's just, yes, I believe that Red Bull, that Red Bull, Chrissy. Yes, I believe that. Red Bull is very expensive. In the life of Gay Blake, she's giving hearts. Carmen Eats. What you laughing about, Carmen? Next time, let me know so we can get up and do it. You know what, Carmen? I'm on the for real, for real. Hope you got your email in there. You know, that's something. I got to put my email in there. Everybody keep telling me to put an email. I'm going to try to do that within the next couple of days. I should have done it when I was at home. So I got multiple emails. I got to put up one just for YouTube. I'm going to put up my email. I'm going to put up a P.O. box, and people was telling me to put up Cash App, all sort of stuff. I haven't gotten around to that, but I'm definitely going to work on an email. I got one that I can put up. Y'all look for it this week. I'm going to put it in my description. So if anybody want to email me, y'all don't be emailing me no crazy nonsense, because I be hearing, see, that's why I'm kind of scared of putting up an email. I've talked to other content creators, and they said, baby, when you put up that email, you going to be, when you wake up, you're going to have some wild stuff, boy. And I'm kind of not ready for that, but I'm going to go and put my email up, because there's a lot of stuff that I know people would like to say privately in the email that they probably don't want to mention, you know, out in the chat or on the live video. And that's understandable. So yes, even family members have told me, you know, they said, hey, put up an email in case somebody want to reach out to you. Just like that person that was talking about suicide. What if that person could have emailed me, and maybe, I mean, I'm just hoping that person is okay. But look out for this week. I'm not saying tonight or tomorrow. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. But I'm gonna put it in there, an email that'll work for me that y'all can reach out to me. See, I'd be scared with weirdos like that one trolls, but I think there's a way of blocking them, and I'll figure all that out. So, okay. It said, and yes, like I said, Carmen, I will let you know. It said, Carmen said I would check her. I think she's talking about checking out In the Life of Gabe Blake. Thank you, Carmen. Yeah, she's good people. It says In the Life of Blake. Okay, yeah. LOL. My email is there. Okay, cool. So when I get a chance, I'll try to email you. But like I said, look out for mine. If I don't email you, Carmen, I'm going to put mine in the description. So, I mean, you never know, because I travel a lot outside of the truck. I also drive my vehicle. I take road trips because I love to drive. So you guys look out for my email this week. I promise I will put an email up so you guys can reach out to me. Anybody want to do collabs? If I'm in the area, it have to be in a public place now. I'm just going to keep it real. Okay? You know, where we could go to a park, restaurant, or whatever. I mean, it's all good. So, and let me scroll back down. Let me kind of catch up. Okay, yeah, your email is in the description. That's cool, Chrissy. Oh, look who's in the house. Red, hey, what's up? I'm not scared to talk in the chat. Go ahead. In case you guys don't know, this here right here, check out the account. His name is Red. He's a bull hauler. He is a truck driver. For you guys that's not aware, he normally pops up from time to time while he's waiting on this load. He's good people. He's been shining in, talking. He's going through something. I guess are you still you know what we talked about, or you still went cold turkey about the lot people? It says apologies, joining late and my joke timing is out. Now you good. It says, hey, Chrissy and Yolanda. It says 4-day cold. So you're on day 4. Anybody that don't know, when Red first joined the chat, KG account, he's going by that name. When he first joined the account, I mean, listen to me calling his name out. When he first joined us, it was me, Chrissy, and I think 80s baby. It was a few females in it. It was like 4 females. It was Tony Yo Man, it was him, and it was I think it was Brooklyn Born. I call him Killer Dog Brooklyn Born. That's still my boy. He's up there in Brooklyn. That's my boy. I sure wish he was here. So we were here and we were discussing. So Red, he came in and he just started talking. And at first everybody thought he was a troll. And he was like, no, I'm for real. And he was just saying everybody got their problems, their addictions, like people got a problem with alcohol or drugs. And he said his was Lot Lizard, and he just broke it down. And then all of a sudden we did a live, and he came back the following day and he gave us a update, didn't he, Chrissy? He had said he went cold turkey. Carmen Eats says, I never got an email from anyone on YouTube yet. Okay, you just spoke that up. You know what my grandmother used to say? You should have said you never hit the lottery before, Carmen. Dang, girl. You should have said, you know what? You should have said, you know what? Since I've been on YouTube, I never hit the lottery before. Girl, you would have hit that lottery. But that's okay. My grandmother said you always speak stuff up. Now you finna get bombarded with emails. You're going to be getting them left and right. But yeah, Chrissy, that was right. So, and he was discussing with us about, you know, how he spent like, I think it was $400 a week. Is that right, Red Chrissy, whatever? And we were all going back and forth, and the conversation was popping off. It was pretty interesting. And I give him props because he was keeping it real. You know, a lot of people don't like to discuss a lot of things, and he was actually just keeping it real. And I was not mad at him because he was being honest. You know, you got a lot of drivers out here that do different things. Like, I think they was discussing going to the strip clubs. You got a lot of drivers that spend $400 or $500 a week on the strip club. You got a lot of them that spend money on, like you said, lot lizards, the casinos, I don't know, recreations, alcohol, whatever they might do, escort, whatever you want to call it, racing, paying women bills, whatever you want to call it. You know, that's their money, you know. And so, to me, I don't think no one should tell no grown person what they can or cannot do with their funds. But like I said, I appreciated his honesty, because a lot of people wouldn't even get on live and, you know, and discuss and, you know, talk about their situation, and he did. So yes, he did. And then he asked the question. He said, hey, this is for all the ladies in the chat. He said if there was a fella, he told his age, I think it was 39 or 40. Chrissy got real good memory. And he was saying that if I admitted to you and I was safe and checked myself out, make sure I was good. And, you know, the honesty was just on point. And so, yeah, and he came, and then he came back and whatever. So, yeah. And I was in a chat like that last week where it was a gentleman that was in, and like Rhett was talking about his thing with the lot lizard. It was a dude that came in, and he was talking about the strip club. And old boy was saying he could spend up to $1,000 a week at a strip club. But see, he was well, cattle haulers make good money, but also too the heavy haulers. He was oversized low. What if Red is still in here? It's another. I call them oversized haulers, but they haul like real big machinery, and they have assistants. Some of them have police that helps them. Like, you got a policeman in the front and you got a policeman in the back. And wherever they going, the police, you know, like stop traffic for them and make sure that nobody get in their way or block them. And some of them have pilot cars, P-I-L-O-T. It's a car that's in the front of them and the back of them that goes a mile or two ahead of them and make sure it's clear for them to take turns, that they can fit on the bridges, get in to get fuel or whatever. Heavy haulers and bull haulers, they deal with a lot, but they make what I call, they make long paper. I'm just gonna keep it real. And like I was asking Red, these guys make good money, and I'm not, Red, if you still there, don't get it twisted. I always said, why don't y'all just like find a wife or a fiance or a study girlfriend, because the money, I'm not gonna say the money that they blow or waste, because it's their money, but these guys make good money, and because they make so well money, it's nothing for them to just, you know, to spend $400 or $500 a week or $1,000 just on nothing. The average, some of these guys are spending $1,000 a week on just, I'm gonna keep it real, on women. I'm sorry, I ain't no disrespect to my drivers out there. Don't come for me, but y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all live in the strip clubs, lot lizards. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Y'all paying, y'all got 3 and 4 women. Y'all paying their rent, their mortgages. Y'all buying them cars. I know a few of them like that. And I'm just saying, why not just, you know what, let me get out of y'all business. Let me shut up, because I don't want y'all to come for me. But there's a lot of drivers like that. But a lot of them is not going to admit it. A lot of them they're in denial. You know, so it's what it is in the life of gay. Wow, they say like, yeah, but in the life of gay, Blake, it's nothing to them. To spend Like some people call lot lizards different names. Women of the night, high class call girls, prostitute whore, you call them whatever. At the end of the day, you can't get mad the way somebody spend their money. Even when they go to the strip club. I know a driver that's over there. Let me shut up. I ain't gonna say now. I know a driver right now. It's one of my road dogs, because I know a lot of road dogs. We chit chat. And he lives at the strip club. You know what he told me? He said, yo, well, they call me yo. He said, yo, let me tell you. He said, I went to the strip club last week. Guess how much your boy dropped at the strip club? And he went home by himself. $1,500 at the strip club. But see, they're not the only one. Have you guys seen, what's that rapper name? What is his name? Oh my gosh, my daughter would know. It's a rapper. I seen a short video. He had a big old tote. They said he had like $300,000 and he had bodyguards, and he goes to the strip club and he just dropped money. It's you know, it's a lot of people that spend money in these establishments. How do you think they stay in business? You know, and so my homeboy told me he went to the strip club and he said he working on it. And last week, you know, all the money that he dropped, he wasn't feeling bad. You know, he said he loved it. He's addicted to it. When a person admit that they got a problem, I'm not going to say a problem, but it's something that they love, you can't get mad at them. Just like a shopping addiction. You know, I'm not going to lie. I used to love to go shopping. I would buy Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Because, you know, I go to a lot of different states, especially when I would be in New York, New Jersey. I would go to flea markets. Man, I would just buy stuff. And my truck would just be full of all kind of like purses and goods and, you know, jackets and just stuff. I would buy gold chain, jewelry, just stuff. And half of the stuff I didn't even wear. It was addiction. I had just shopping. I guess you could say bored. Then I would buy gifts for people, purses, ship them out. Man, I had it bad, you know? But I wouldn't admit it. I loved it. Let me pass a strip mall and it's got an outlet and it got like a Crocs. I went in there one time, brought me 4 pair of Crocs, wore 1 pair of Crocs, went in the Coach, bought 2. But what I need, I already got a purse. I remember I went down there to Vegas. I stayed down there a whole week. They got Louis Vuitton. They got Armani. All of them stores where I was just shopping my butt off. It was crazy. So I understand. You be on this road. Y'all see them pictures. The road is fun, but also you can get bored on the road and you can do some destructive stuff out here if you don't catch yourself. You know, I'm just going to keep it real. So I understand where they spending their money, whether it's on a lot lizard or whether it's in a strip club or whether it's at an outlet mall or, you know, whatever. But it's their money. It says, Carmen E., since I started YouTube, I never hit the lottery. Girl, the Powerball is at 400 and some thousand, Carmen, sweetheart. So you didn't talk that up. You need to go. And what is it, $2, $3 for a lottery ticket? They both up there. Go ahead, sweetheart, and play. Because now my grandmother used to always say, talk it up, baby. Leo. Hi, Leo. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Chrissy, I believe that Chrissy, okay. Yeah. So I'm just, you know, just sharing that with you guys. You know, out here on the road, it can get pretty lonely. I mean, look at me now. I'm just here sitting. If I was not going live with you guys, like I said, anybody that want to get off, feel free, because I know y'all, it's a work day tomorrow, and that's understandable. I don't have to move out. My load is not even due until the following day. So I can just mosey on. I can continue to roll. I can leave in the morning, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, whatever, long as I deliver my load when it's due. So guess what I do? I have nothing but idle time. So what do I do? It says, Leo, please follow me. Follow you where? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're saying come to your page. Well, Leo, we can't. Well, we can. All we can say is when I'm done, I can check you out. But you would have to leave a comment, because while I'm in live, it would not allow me to go to your page. Anybody that's on this platform, if they want, you can check out Leo's page. Leo is saying, please follow him or her. I'm not quite sure. But if y'all feel the need, check out Leo. Hey, Leo, I shouted you out. Hopefully somebody come to your page. If you want, you can leave a comment on one of my videos and I'll come check you out. And I can't guarantee you that everybody's going to follow you, because you know, all content is different. If they like your content, they will follow you. But please make sure if they follow you, please follow them back. Okay? And I appreciate, oh, him. Okay, Leo. I thought Leo was like your zodiac sign. I didn't know if it was your name or what. But I appreciate that. Okay, so what do we have? That I can't see. That's some little bitty word. L-Y. What is that? Lexi look like. I can't see that. Hi. The words are so small. Leo, okay. No, okay, yeah. Okay, no problem. Okay, Leo, yes. Like I said, I'll check you out when I'm done with my live. But if not tonight, for sure tomorrow. But you'll have to leave me a comment so I'll be able to click on to your page and go check it out. And make sure you follow me just as well. If you want to be followed, follow back. Play, follow the yellow brick road. Now, so, you know, back to what I was saying. Being out here on the road, sometimes it can get tough. You got men and women out here that are away from their family, their friends. You know, I seen a girl last week. She was in training, not with our company. She was with another company. And bless her heart, she was leaking milk from her chest. And I'm looking at her, and as have been a mom myself that have been breastfeeding, she hadn't too long had a baby. And so I walked over to her, and I was like, sweetheart, I said, because she didn't realize she was leaking her shirt. And I was like, do you know? She's like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassed. She goes, I got to go inside. I said, you're leaking. I said, where's your baby at? She said, at home with her husband. I said, what are you doing out here with a new baby? And I said, how old was your baby? Her baby was 9 months old. Some women still breastfeed, still leak. It's a long story. I'm not going to go into that, but all of our women know and is aware of that, especially if you breastfed. So, you know, and I was like, so why is your baby at home? And you got the milk with you? This is what I'm telling her. I'm like, so what are you doing and stuff or whatnot? Like, you can't pump and put it in the refrigerator because it doesn't last too long. So she said that the route that they was running, that they get back in every day. So she said she was pumping, keeping it in the refrigerator inside of the truck, and when she get in, she got the milk with her and back and forth. And I'm thinking, so what is the baby doing throughout the day? She said the milk that she pumped before. I say this to say this. It is so sad that some people got to do certain things. She got to be away from her baby. What is that? Probably 10, 11, up to 12 hours a day, running local and leaking when she could be at home with her husband. But obviously she couldn't afford to be at home with the baby, but she got the milk with her. I'm like, girl, well, she left the baby some milk at home. But I say this to say that, you know, it's something being out here on this road. What us drivers go through, it is not easy, you know. Leo, it says, okay, commented on a video from 3 days ago. Okay, I appreciate that, Leo, and I'll check it out. Okay, all right, we got Reddy's back. It says loneliness is a terrible disease. Yes, it is. It says a prison doesn't necessarily need 4 walls and a warden. You got that right. You go ahead, preach, my man. Keep telling it like it is. Now you listen to what he said. You guys don't understand trucking. What y'all see is, y'all see, like when I post trucking videos and some of that, I know y'all look at that be like, oh, it's so nice being on the road, this, that. I mean, don't get it wrong. I've been out here. Trucking is fun. It's, to me, I'm not going to compare it with the military. I will compare it with this on the military. The military, it's just like if you deploy, you're gone. You're traveling. You're overseas. You're going different places. Just like our soldiers, they sign up for the military. And, you know, I salute them. They do an excellent job. But they're gone away from their families just like we are. They're traveling from outside of the U.S. to in the U.S. We are here traveling from state to state. And it gets very, very, very lonely out here. You know, there's people leave their wives, their husbands, children, dogs, pets, cats, dog, whatever. And you're out here on this road, just a lot of people disrespect us. They give us the middle finger all day, cut us off, trying to run into us to get paid to sue the truck. It's a hot mess. It's not easy. We got stressful cities and states that we're going to. Finding parking is real big in certain areas. You just can't find nowhere to park these rigs. You know, you'll get a ticket if you park someplace. It's like, what are you supposed to take? Big old truck, 18 wheels, like, and you tired and you've been driving all day. Like, make that make sense to me. Okay, Carmen E says, can everyone please hit the, okay, I appreciate that, Carmen. Thank you, sweetheart. It says, Leo says, okay, I commented on a video from 3 days ago. Leo said, hi. What state are you in? I'm all over, Leo. I'm in different states. I'm heading down south somewhere, working my way on through. Yeah. So, real quick, back to the topic of what I was saying, being out here on the road, that is why some drivers, they might pick up lot lizards or whatever you want to call them, girls of the night. And that's not even that. A lot of them do escort services and stuff. I've been on some of the truck spots where they drive up in these cars, or be dropped off by friends or whoever these people dropping them off. They bump in the truck, do it, and keep it moving, make their money. I'm not mad at nobody. You could be a stripper, you could be a girl of the night, you could do whatever. Make your money, get your hustle on. Long as it's all consent and adults. I mean, everybody's got their own belief, but I can't tell nobody what to do with their money, because I don't want them telling me what to do with mine. I say do whatever makes you happy. And so, drivers, like I say, strip clubs, they do casinos, they do a lot of drivers. You got drivers got shopping problems too, men and women. There's drivers that this one driver, he was changing trucks from one truck to another truck. The one truck was due, they were selling it in the auction. So he was a company driver. So he had to get out of that truck and get in another truck. This boy must have had, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but I know he had over 20 boxes of Jordans. Do you know how much a pair of Jordans cost? This joker was not playing, okay? He had just like these totes full of those ball caps that are like $30, $40 or whatever. Then he had just crates of like jerseys, like from Jordans, like Michael Jordan jersey, the number 23, LeBron James, just, and all of this stuff. And I'm just like ching ching, and I'm adding it up because I'm thinking, I know them jerseys is costing him a tad, and he had it all organized, and all his Jordans, he was just stacking them. It still had them in the box. I'm like, dude. So you know what he got a problem with? He's spending money on like gear and just stuff, and all of his clothes he had on him, looking everything. He was all freshly geared up, and I'm thinking, he rolling and he's spending his money on Jordans. He's got the latest phone. He's buying jerseys. He had on big medallion, gold. He probably going to Spitz. It's a jewelry store in California that they do custom jewelry for a lot of stars and designers. I seen one of our owner-operator, he had on a medallion on his neck, and I was like, dang, man, don't get jacked nowhere. I said, what that cost you a salary? You know what he told me? He said, a year's worth of pay. He said, for some people, but for me, it's nothing, because he owned a farm. He said he got cattle. He just doing this, just a side gig. I'm like, dude, I'm not mad at you. Some people just come out on the road because they like to travel. Some of them have wives. They want to be away from their wives. Some of them have husbands. They want to be away from their husband. They just want to get away from the family. Some of them come out here just to cheat, man. You got all kind of different causes and reasons. There's doctors out here, lawyers, pharmacists. Y'all will be surprised. Y'all don't get it. A lot of people think the average truck driver is uneducated, dumb, and don't know nothing. That is so untrue. Do not believe the hype. Trust and believe. You got a lot of educated men and women in these trucks. Believe it or not, I'm telling you, retired school teachers. I've ran into doctors, lawyers. For whatever reason, the lawyer might have lost his license. And he don't want to get into it, what happened, what he did. So he went to school, decided to drive a truck. You got people that own their own businesses, and their family, they'll go to truck driving school and they'll drive their own freight instead of paying someone. They keep it in the family. I've just seen a variety of people out here on this road. A lot of educated people, professors, teachers. You'd be surprised. I'm just saying, now you do got those few out here that are just like, Lord have mercy. Like, how did you even get a license? But then you also got a lot of smart people too out here. Like I say, there was a time where truck drivers was classified just dumb and didn't know nothing, but you got a lot of educated truck drivers out here. I'm telling you, don't believe the hype and don't get it twisted, because the game has actually changed, compared to when I started, A lot of the companies are changing. You got people like that truck just passed. They'll buy pickup trucks like that, and they'll pull freight. You know, the thing that keeps people in trucking, in my opinion, I don't know what Rhett would have to say. You have your freedom. There's no 15-minute breaks. There's no, the way we have to take a 30-minute break, of course, with that 8-hour rule. But I'm saying, like, if I was like at a 9 to 5 or working a 10 or 11, 12-hour shift somewhere, I'm micromanaged. Somebody is always watching me. I got to ask, can I go to the bathroom? Or depending on where I work, I might can go to the bathroom on my own. Or, you know, if I get sleepy, I can't pull over and go to sleep. I can't. There's a lot of stuff I can't do at a regular job. So I think this is what keeps a lot of people out here, because you kind of have your freedom. Long as you do your job, you stay safe, and you follow the rules of DOT, because DOT got their rules, and the rules with your company and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty smooth sailing, you know. The hardest part out here to me is the wintertime. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty scary running these roads in the wintertime. Man, it's, you know, as many years as I have, I'm sorry, my grandma, hell, I be getting tired sometimes talking, but and I'm not gonna stay long because I am getting tired. I'm gonna get ready to call it up in a minute, but as many years as I've been out here on this road, I will not lie to y'all, and I would admit it, I fear the wintertime. A lot of people don't have a problem, but I do. It's not that I fear myself, it's the people that are on the road. See, I know how to handle the when to shut down and what I need to do. Hi, Leo, you're back. I thought you said you was going to bed, Leo. What happened? You went to sleep and you woke up pretty quick. And like I said, the wintertime, because you got a lot of black ice, and depending on where you're running, if you're running hills and mountains, I mean, you don't really want to mess with no chains, but certain, like Colorado, that's the capital of the world. You know, if you get caught in that snow and them lights get to flash, you got to get out the truck. Man, we got 18 wheels. You got to chain. You shouldn't be caught in it, but sometimes, depending on how you run it, I mean, all the years, I had to chain up one time in all the 20-some years that I've been out here. Chaining is no fun, baby, let me tell you. I mean, you can get it on and get it off fast, but you got to know what you're doing. But it's tough out here in the wintertime. And especially if it's at nighttime and you watch the weather and the weather play tricks on you. Don't believe the meteorologists. They be lying to you. Telling them, oh, we got snow falling. It should be coming by 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. They a doggone lie. It's snowing right now. We wasn't supposed to get snow until the night. Now you done got caught to mess your whole plans up. All of a sudden, a little bit of sprinkle of snow. Then all of a sudden, you just got dumped with snow. Now you and 50 other thousand trucks trying to get into the truck stop, you know? And then DOT pulling on the side, they jacking with you. They looking for people that they just looking to mess with you. Like, will y'all leave us alone? Man, it's a hot mess out here sometimes. DOT just won't be giving people a break sometimes. And it's another thing you guys don't know for non-truckers. They do safety where they just randomly stop trucks. We have pinpoints every so many. Oh man, I ain't finna get into that right now. They stop us, which is good for safety measures to make sure everybody is running legal. They stop to make sure our tires, our brakes, make sure our logs are good. Make sure just, you know, we're up to date with everything, all our paperwork, and just different things like that, you know? So, like I said, I'll just keep sharing little stuff with you. You know, every time I go live, and anything that you guys want to know and ask me, especially if like some of the truckers like Rhett, when he come in, you know, like I said, he might be waiting on his load like you guys don't. Like I said, he's a bull hauler, so he might be getting for a rodeo or something like that, a stock, whatever. I don't know. They be doing auctions where they be taking them bulls, be selling them, and no, I don't know what he running, you know, what he's doing. I guess he does various stuff, but that he's in a whole different field from me. I know a little bit about bull hauling, but not a whole, not like he knows. You know what I mean? Bull hauling is a whole different category than what I pull. They got different laws and different rules that we don't have, that they have. That's all I can say. He would have to really break it down to you. But each division that you run, whether you're I call them cattle hauler, bull haulers. He likes to call it a bull hauler. I call them cattle because they haul cattle. Um, you know, to me, a bull and a cow, I think they're two different. The bull's got the horn, but either way, he hauls it. Okay, and that's a whole different ball game. He know that whole field. Leo, it says, what state are you in? Leo, was you not in the chat earlier? Remember, I said it's always not good to say what state you're in. Okay, so I'm in New York right now, Leo. Okay, fibbity fib. I'm in New York, making my way to New Jersey. How about that? But I appreciate you joining in, Leo, because you did say you was going to sleep, but you say you back. You say you back. So, you know, just sharing a few stories with you guys. And like I said, I got an hour and a half. I'm doing good. I might try to do a few more minutes, and I'm going to get ready and log off. It's still a little bit early for me. It's 10:30. I don't want to be on here no longer than 11 if have to. So I'll give it a few more minutes and see who else chime in. Give me some more thumbs up. I'm trying my best to get 25 thumbs up. That will be my first time in a live. I'm at 19 now. JR7 said hi. Hi, JR. How are you doing? Are you a truck driver or are you just chiming in? We was talking a little bit of trucker talk. We're going to be here a couple of more minutes, but thank you. We've been here a little while, chit-chatting. Some people done came in and came out. I appreciate everybody that's in. If you come in, if you guys can give me the thumbs up, that would really be great. I'm going to stay on here a few more minutes. And my goal is for one time in a live chat that I can get 25 likes. I'll be like, hey, it's my birthday. And every time I say it's my birthday, there's a YouTuber, you guys need to check him out. That's my boy, Brooklyn Born. He's not in here, but you can Google him and go to his YouTube channel. He goes by Killer Dogs. And every time I be like, it's my birthday, he be like, hey, sis, happy birthday. I be like, boy, you know it is not my birthday. But every time I sing that song, I go, hey, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. He be like, happy birthday, sis. He's something else. It says, I love to drive trucks. Well, you know, come aboard. All you got to do is call recruiting. Long as you are, I think, 23, 20. Oh, I don't forgot the age you have to be. You have to be, I would have to Google it, my bad. I know you got to be over 21. Unless it has changed. Long as you're over the age of 20, I think it's 23, 24. I'm sorry, I wish I had that information in front of me. But, you're welcome to come aboard, whatever company you choose, even if it's for us. Call 1-800 number, get with recruiter, give them all your information. They'll do a mini application, do a background check. As long as you come back good with that background check, they will bring you in and start the process from there. Send you off to truck driving school. It could be 4, 6 to 8 weeks. You know, I don't know how many weeks. Every school I think is different. I heard it's like a 2 or 3 months. I don't know how long. Don't even let me lie. It's been so long since I've been to truck driving school. I don't know what the procedures is now. Because we got a lot of new technology. Because when I started, we were shifting gears. You know, we were shifting gears. Now the trucks, half of the trucks are automatics. That means you just get in and crank like you do crank a car. And then you just push go. I mean, not push go, you crank it and you put it in drive and it goes. A lot of the trucks, they've taken the stick shift away. And then in certain states like Illinois, you have to have that marked on your license. So just make sure whatever state you're in, you make sure you know the difference. And because, you know, if you have manual marked on your license, and you go to the company that have stick shift, you won't be able to drive it. So you have to you want to make sure you get both of those on your license. You want to get your hazmat, your triples, your doubles, get all your endorsements. And then let them do the background check. As long as you ain't got nothing happening with a background check, they're going to do your fingerprint. And then they're going to check you, make sure you ain't tried to blow nothing up or do nothing crazy. As long as all that come back, pay that little, I think it's like a couple, I don't know, $100, $200, $300. I don't know how much it costs to do that background check and all that. Like I said, it's been a long time. And some of the companies will pay for it for you too. I don't know what company wills. I don't know if my company will, but get all your endorsement, get all that stuff. Go to truck driving school, you know, learn how to, you know, map and plan and just do all of that. You'll be good to go. Come on out here, join the crew, make you some money, travel the roads, and do what you do. You have to be willing to be away from home, though, for some time until you can, you know, unless you want to drive local. So, yeah, you're welcome to come aboard. Pokemon King, $500. What? Okay, explain yourself, Pokemon King, with a little devil face. Ooh. Well, what do you mean by $500? What exactly is that? You have to explain yourself, please. Pokemon? Well, he's not saying nothing. But yeah, JR7, if you are really interested in it, oh, you're saying he. Don't tell me you're a troll, because you're going to get blocked if you coming up here trolling. JR7, well, it depends what background check. What do you mean what do you mean it depends what background check? They're going to do a background check. Make sure, you know, like, you got to have a clean background check. Like, you know, like, if you've been to jail, and then if so, what did you go to jail for? Do you have tickets? Is your license suspended? Yeah, they got to check your background out. Make sure you know, I mean, everything. Make sure you ain't kidnapped nobody. You ain't wanted by the FBI. They got to check you out. It says JR7, I've been to jail twice. Lord. Okay, so if you've been to jail twice, yo, what you been to jail for if you want to share? As long as it ain't nothing major. I mean, long as you wasn't like, you know, had no pharmaceutical, nothing going on or nothing like that, you know. I mean, you should be good. As long as you ain't got nothing big and you're not wanted by the FBI or you're not on America's Most Wanted, you should be fine, you know. So if you something like that, it says Truth Seeker. What company you is? What company I is? Truth Seeker. Go check out my videos and you figure it out. Go and check it out for me. If you hit up a couple of my short videos, it'll tell you a little something about me. But yeah, JR, if you've been to jail twice, long as you've got that taken care of and you got it cleared, you should be good. But like I said, don't take my word for it. They still have to run you, and the company have to approve you. Don't take my word for it now. You know, you go ahead and you reach out to the recruiters and see what they got to say. It don't even take them long to do a background check on you. You can call them the first thing in the morning. And when you call them, give them your first, your last name, and give them your information off your license. They'll probably have you to send all of that, fax all that to them over your phone. You can do it. They'll tell you a matter of no time if you even qualify. That's the good thing about it now. You ain't even got to wait. Back in the day when I started, they wouldn't have all that information right away. Now, they'll tell you before you even waste the time to come out. And if you're approved and it goes through, they'll either put you on a plane or bus, or they will rent you a car. They'll get you down whatever way is comfortable for you. Michelle, it says, I'm sure if you are a felon, it's a no-go. Well, thank you, Michelle. I didn't want to say that, but you're absolutely right. Listen to what Michelle is saying. I didn't say it. See, I be trying to watch what I say on YouTube because I don't be trying to get in trouble. But Michelle is correct. Do you see Michelle in the chat, what she's saying, JR? So if you got any of that popping off, hey. Kelly Torres, hello Kelly. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Do you see what Michelle is saying? And so it's that type of stuff, JR, like she said. And then other things besides that. They look for that, and then I guess tickets. Like, you know, there's people that got a lot of tickets, even like parking tickets, speeding tickets. And then they don't pay these tickets off, and then the tickets turn into warrants. And then so therefore, if you got tickets and then you got a warrant out there, well, of course they're gonna see that when they do your background. So if you got any outstanding tickets, you might want to pay them, because they're gonna find. You can't lie to them because they're gonna find out. So I'm just telling you that up front. If you lied to them and they found out, that's really a no-go. Because they do like a DAC report too. It's like a credit check, but it's a background check for predicted you, Michelle. Okay. So it's like a background for truck drivers. Like if you go to TransUnion, all the different the credit through, like when you want to check your credit. If I go check my credit, there's credit agencies. Well, truck driving companies have what they call a DAC. They go check. They check your back for what do you call it? Accidents in your vehicle. Like it's gonna show them everything. It's gonna show them if you ran into a TV pole or whatever it is. So like I say, don't come trying to lie about nothing, because they're gonna find out. I've known drivers that I referred them and they go and they lie, and they figuring the company's not, because they got a ticket in California, you know, and they might live in New Mexico. You think they ain't gonna find out that ticket in California though? Yes, sir. They gonna find out in the ticket. You can have a ticket in Hong Kong that it's gonna pop up on their screen. That's just like what people don't realize. I used to work at the pharmacy way before I even started driving. Now the technology is so different, right? So let's say, for instance, never lie, be straight. Yes, Michelle, that's correct. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a felon and it's hard to get good work. So Michelle, no, you see what I'm saying? So you can't lie. He said correct. Yeah, you can't. And you better off being honest, because if you be honest, there's actually programs for drivers that have felony. There is companies, I'm not going to name them. You'll find out. All you got to do is Google. There is companies that will hire felonies, but they got restriction and it's paperwork. And I think they set it up with the probation officer. They pay for you to go to school. It's all kind of stuff, but every company can't do it. But there is some that does. Michelle, it says, I worked on a pharmacy too back in my 20s. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say, Michelle, so what I'm saying about the pharmacies and the hospital, where I'm going with this, a lot of people don't realize that, like, say, for instance, if you came to the pharmacy right now and a doctor called you in a prescription, just going to say Tylenol, right? Whether it's got something in it or not. That's in our system. So say, for instance, you really like Tylenol and you want more, so you go to a doctor, ABC doctor. That doctor is going to pull up your name, boom, 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 in the system. And guess what? Every pharmacy you went to and got that Tylenol, that doctor can already see. So what I'm saying is, you can't lie to him, because technology don't allow you to anymore. Now, back in the day, you can jump from doctor to doctor. Well, they can't keep up with it, but now they can. Because I've seen people drive 200 miles, figure, well, I'm going to go 200 miles to the emergency room and I can get some Tylenol there, because I already went 300 miles that way. But what you don't realize, sweetheart, you're wasting your gas and your time, because technology is 2 steps ahead of you. You can drive 1,000 miles. Once they punch your name in their system, unless you give them a phony fake name, they're going to pull you up and see, it's going to tell them every hospital you've been to, every emergency room, every doctor, every prescription. It's all in a database now. So that means if you come to the pharmacy where I work at and you have been there 20 times for the same medicine, it's statewide. You can go all the way to Egypt and back. I'm just exaggerating. It's going to pop up. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same way with driving. You can't come in there and hide nothing no more. It's me. Hello, Yolanda. Hey, it's me. Welcome, hon. I really appreciate you stopping in. For you all get a chance, that's another person that if you want to connect with, it's me. You can just hit her profile. The same thing with Michelle. If you want to connect with anybody, you can hit their profile, go check out their page, watch some of their videos. And if you like them, subscribe. And if not, hey, like I keep saying, keep it moving. But we're all here to support each other. JR, it says, thanks for sharing, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle is being honest. She's just telling you like it is. And it's better to know than not to know. It's Michelle said, yes, never lie, seriously. Yeah, because if you lie, he's saying, I hear you. If you lie, JR7, it's not going to get you anywhere. Because, see, they'll have that on your file. Like, say, for instance, you call the agency, not an agency, a company in the morning, and you gave them your name, your information, but you lied. They're going to find out, and they're going to come back, and they're basically going to say, we found this, but you told us this and that. Now they're going to put that on the report. So the next person you try to go to and get, do the next trucking company, they're going to see. And already they're not going to take your information. They're just going to see that you lie. You know what I'm saying? So, Michelle, they would rather you be honest. Yes, they would rather you be honest, because what Michelle is trying to tell you is there's a lot of companies that even people that have a felon, they will work with you. You got probation officers that they have leeway to get jobs, and that's what's there for, to help you to to rehabilitate you and to help you to find you so you can find good work. It's me. Thanks, Yolanda. Oh, thank you. Okay, you're welcome, honey. No problem. Anytime, it's me. And I seen your video today. Love it. I love all your videos. You know I'm always come over there and support you. So yeah. So JR7, exactly. That's right, JR. So you, like I'm saying, even if you are a felon, it does not matter. I say still call. You might not get an ABC company, but Z, X, and Y, whoever might bring you aboard. That's what I'm trying to say. You got different companies that will bring you in, whether you're a felon or you not a felon. You know what I'm saying? So you can get some information the best way you can. I mean, I don't know what to tell you besides just the call. They will either say yes or no. So you call them and you give them your information. And like I said, there is a few trucking companies that if you do have a felon, I think they will work with you. I don't know their full procedure, how they operate. Again, it depends on what it's for. And so what these programs is, the probation officers, so you go to the company, or I'll tell you what, even better yet, if you have a, I don't know, so you might not have, let's say if you do have a probation officer, you can get with them and tell them you're interested in driving. And then you tell them, hey, I want to drive a big truck. They actually have all the information to tell you. They know what trucking companies will take felons, but again, depending on what it's from. Now, if you don't have a probation officer and you're done with that, but you just have a felon, the best thing for you to do is just Google what companies, will bring you on. That's all you have to do, JR. So, Michelle, it says, hold on a minute, Michelle. So, what Michelle is saying. Michelle, let me read what Michelle is saying. Michelle is saying, well, it's been 15 years since I was in trouble, but I still to this day at 45 years old that deny me for any past is frustrating. It says, I don't know my own fault, which wasn't nothing major. I got caught. Hey, that's what it is. It says with pain pills. Well, that was 15 years ago, Michelle. Sweetheart, all I can say is don't give up. Keep trying. There's some places that will overlook that, and some, but again, it depends on what job, because you got government jobs, you got all type of jobs out there that, that's just how it is, I mean, I'm not quite sure how it goes, and I mean, I really don't know what to say. Just depend on. Wait a minute. So like, say if you was trying to work for like the IRS, the Internal Revenue, or something like that. I don't think that's gonna fly. Or what if you're trying to be a nurse or especially if you're trying to be a pharmacist? That ain't gonna work. So again, do you guys see what I'm talking about? Certain jobs will take you. Like I know I'm not saying you're gonna be a dishwasher, and there's nothing wrong with being a dishwasher. To me, a job is a job. If you're gonna get some money, if you're gonna pay the bill, you do what you gotta do. I'm just saying. Oh, look who's in the house. We got the Chill Will crew. It says, hello, chat, blessings to you. And hold on, let me see what Chill Will is saying. Hold on. It says, Chill Will crew, hello, chat, blessings to you all. It says, I'm watching you on TV. I'm trying to catch up with so many content creators. Okay, Chill Will, we feel you. So Chill Will be one to ask too. Of course, you guys don't know Chill Will. She worked for the Chicago Police Station. She got her little badge, her honor, all her little stuff. And check out her video. She got a video And I love that video that she had on there, standing on business, my girl, standing on business. But going over there, if you guys, like I say, anybody that's in the chat, you want to connect, you want to subscribe to somebody's channel, all you have to do is hit on their profile, go over there, check out their content, subscribe if you like them. If not, if you do, watch a couple of their shorts, long, connect. If not, like I say, keep it moving. Okay, Michelle, it says I have and I got turned away all the time. I just tried to apply for a government job and they did not hire me. Michelle, you might have something that's there that might not be cleared, because what you said, Michelle, you said this was 15, you said it was 15 years ago. You should be in the clear, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what happened. YouTube just stole some of my likes, unless somebody came in and unliked. I was almost up to 25 likes and it went back down to 18 likes. So that means some dirty person came in, liked and unliked. But that's okay, because they took away those likes. I'm going to get the next likes. I'm going to get another 10 to 15 likes from that. Somebody actually came in and unliked my video. Can you believe that? How dirty was that? I'm not going to let it get to me though. I've never seen nobody to unlike a video. But somebody came in, they watched, and it was up to 22 or 20 something. 3 people unliked my video just that quick. Did you see that? It's me, Michelle. Yes. And I have a feeling I know exactly who it is. I know it's who it is, but I'm going to leave it alone. It's people sitting in the bushes and they're just being envy, dirty, jealous, and envy. And yes, it was at 23. It's me, Mary. I seen that. And it jumped from 23 to 18. That means the people was here. That's somebody that's watching my content. They're straight hating, and they stayed and they boom, unlike me, and they took off. But see, I'm gonna go to my YouTube videos and I'm gonna peep that. See, you got to be careful doing these YouTube stuff. You even got people that so-called subscribe to you and they act like they cool, they act like they support you, but they actually are hating on you. And trust me, it's always the ones that's closest to you who you think got your back. Those are always the ones that come for you. So I'm gonna tell you guys, you YouTube this new stuff, watch yourself. Don't believe everybody that smile and come around you and acting like they cool for you. Them the main ones coming for you. See, they busy watching you because they trying to find out your next move. That's all. So you gotta be very careful. You gotta be very careful who you rock and roll with. But it's all good. Now the likes then drop down to 17. But it's all good. They can take every last one of the likes, about at the end of the day they came and watched or they sat there, and I'm good with it. And I'm going to be okay with it because I know God is on my side, because I'm blessed and highly favored, baby. Every time they take likes away from me and they try to unsubscribe, do it, God ain't going to do my continue, but bless me with more. That's the way I see it, because my God is a good God, okay? I love haters. I love trolls and everybody that's going, hey, baby, hate on me. Hate on me. You know what I'm saying? But mine says 19, yeah, 18. Yes, fluctuating back and forth. But I was just saying, like, it's me. See that? I love your positive attitude. I appreciate that, Michelle. No, what it was is because I was trying to get to 25 likes, and whoever's in the bushes, they're back there watching. So they came in, they listened, they was there a while, and they probably was together. It probably was a group of them, which I have a feeling where they popping from, because, you know, I'm starting to learn the YouTube streets. They stayed in, they overheard me saying to get there. They went ahead and liked it, and then they just boom, 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 boom. But I'm going to leave the likes alone at the end of the day, as long as they in the chat listening. So we're not going to focus on the likes no more. Just forget the likes, and because when it goes to, I'll get them likes back, because once I sign off and upload the video, God will bless me. I'll end up probably having 30 or 40 likes because I already claim it. It's all good. It says, yes, God is gracious. Yes, he is, JR7. I appreciate that. It says, Michelle, it says, hit the like button, you all. Yeah, you know what, Michelle, I'm not going to even focus on the like button, because those are trolls and different people. That's what they're focusing on. They can't control nothing else. They can control the likes. They can have them likes. They can drop it all the way down to 0 for all I care. Keep it pushing. Long as they stare, they in the chat. What they don't realize, I'm still getting time by them just standing there in the bushes playing. They can stand there and they can keep going. It can keep going down and down and down. Now it's at 14. Let's go. Keep it going down. It can go 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 0. But I know for sure the people that's rocking with me, those likes will stay for sure. Even if that's the 3 or 4 people that always rock with me. I know Michelle is going to rock with me. I see JR is going to rock with me. It's me. I know she going to rock with me. Tony Yo Man. I know Chrissy is going to rock with me. I can go on and on with the people that's going to really have my back up in here. So the rest of them, I don't give a rat's behind. But at the end of the day, let's get back talking about what we was talking about, Michelle and JR. And Chrissy, if you're in here, honey, I appreciate it. If not, I know you got to go to work tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you next time, Chrissy, if you have to sign off. And Tony Yo Man, what time is your video going to drop if you up in here? Tony Yo Man. And see, we got more trolls coming up in here again. There's another troll. I don't know what's up with these doggone trolls here. I mean, they just got to go. Like, we got a troll in here, XIV14. It says, I rock with you, nigga. Oh, you do rock with me, nigga? Really? So you like niggas, huh? I feel you. Keep on rocking with me. It says, it's me. I definitely will rock with you. Chrissy, she's still here. Michelle, is he in here? You know, Tony, he's probably got me on there. It says, I like the stream. I appreciate it, JR. Tony is probably getting his meal prep and his stuff ready because he's getting ready to put out his video if he hadn't put it out as of yet. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. I'm going to shine off because I have to get ready. I'm going to watch his video and I have to catch up on some content myself. So if I give it a few more minutes, that'll be 2 hours I've been on here. I think everybody that's rocked with me, we have a good conversation tonight. I really appreciate it. And we talked about some interesting stuff. And like I said, JR, if you really are interested in driving, what you can do tomorrow is, like I said, go ahead, call call Recruiter, whether it be for this company or any company. You go ahead and you call them. And when you call them, just give them your information and you will know for sure, even with your background. You know, even like you're saying, like Michelle was calling it, because they can only tell you 1 or 2 things, even yes or no. And then if one company tell you no, don't stop there. Go to another company, because one company might tell you no. You might got 4 or 5 more that would say yeah. Like I said, I don't know what companies that will give you, the opportunity with your background, but there is some out here. I just don't know them offhand. And all you got to do is Google and say, hey, I want to drive trucks. Go to truck driving school. What qualification, what do I need? You know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you. It says, I'm honestly about to call tomorrow. Yeah, Michelle, you can too. So like Michelle, if you are interested in driving, because we need more women drivers out here, call Recruiter and give them your information. I'm not going to say over this live, the call out companies, because I don't work for these companies, and I don't, I know my company, I don't even know how we operate with that, but you can even call our company and see what they have to say. You can call them and say, hey, I'm interested in going to your truck driving school. I would like to become a truck driver, and just tell them right from the get-go. Just say, hey, I have a felony. It was, and then another thing, some of them only want to go back 5 years. Some of them might go back 7. Some might go back 10. You don't know, and the only way you'll find out is to call them and to ask them, and then give them your information. And then once they get your information, Michelle and JR, they'll let you know that same day. It says OFC, it says thanks for the buy. Yeah, they'll let you know the same day. What is that, Toski? Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. And so, like I said, yeah, you guys give them a call tomorrow. And Michelle, but if they bring you or JR in, remember, you're not going to be able to run locally and be at home every day. So if you got family or small children, and you got obligations where you need to be home every day, you might want to rethink that, because once you go to truck driving school and they get you pulled in, some of them make you go out on that road for a few months before you're able to come off the road. And It says, hello. Michelle says, thank you so much for all the information. You're welcome, Michelle. It says, Tasha, you watching from Greece? Well, thank you, Michelle. It says, my kids are grown and live in Louisiana. Okay, well, then you're good. And Michelle is saying, I'm enjoying. So you're good to go, Michelle. So you don't have to worry about getting back home all the time. So yeah, I say come on aboard. It ain't gonna hurt. So I love to see more females and stuff out here. But like I said, you guys, I'm not going to hold you. I've done a couple of hours. I want to go through and thank everybody that's here. I don't know if Chrissy's still here. Even if you are Chrissy H, I appreciate that. Tony Yeoman, he might have shined out. Tony, I appreciate that. Michelle says, I'm going to try. What can they say? No. Yes, Michelle, I'm serious on that. You Google tomorrow. When you get up in the morning, you're on Eastern time zone because you're out there in Georgia. You get up and you just Google what trucking companies will bring me on board with, like you say, tickets, felon, whatever. Just put in different things. There's names that'll pop up in numbers. And then you call the numbers and you just tell them straight up, hey, but I got a felon. Tell them it was so many years ago. A lot of companies, they only go back 5 years. Now, what companies, Michelle, I don't know. I'm just being honest. You would have to make the first phone call. Then when you call them and they do the background check, they're going to let you know the same day, Michelle, if it's a go or no go. And you would know. And if it's a go, be ready and be prepared to take off because they're going to want to bring you in for orientation. And when they bring you in for orientation can last from 2, 3, 4 days. And then they put you in training in their truck driving school. And then that's weeks. So you're going to be away from your family for weeks, but they're going to try to get you close to where you live. You in Georgia, like with my company, if we brought you on, we have a hub that's out there in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Decatur, Georgia. I don't know how far you are from there, but still, they will bring you in, you go to school, and then after you finish school, you get with a trainer, then you be on the road until you get upgraded and get your own truck. Now, how all the other companies work, I have no idea. But I'm telling you how mine will work. If they brought you in, they're going to bring you to the closest hub to where you live, meaning the closest truck driving school. Because we have schools just about most of our facilities, you know. And then they would bring you in. And like I said, you go through the orientation. Once you go through that, and of course, make sure you clean with no drugs or anything or, you know, and all of that. Because they are going to do drug tests and test everybody that's coming in. And once they do that, they're gonna you go through the screening and all of that. They've already done your background check, so you cleared on that. Then they do they test the urine and all of that, just, you know, for any drugs and stuff. I don't know how far they go back with that, if it's 30 days, if a year, and they'll do that, and they're gonna tell you all of this, and then they bring you in, and then you start truck driving school. I can't tell you how long truck driving school lasts, so I'm not going to lie. It could be 30 days. It could be 60 days. Who knows? But either way, you still get payment each day. You know, it says, I don't do drugs at all. Okay, cool. So you're good on it. So you automatically going to pass that part. So then with your stuff that you saying was over 15 years, you good. So they'll bring you in and then you just go through the truck driving school for however long that it lasts. You go through there, and then once you go through it, you're good. And once you can finish school, then they put you with a trainer. That's somebody that trains you and show you the ropes, and you have to do so many hours. I think it's 300 hours with a trainer. Once you with a trainer, they test you out, and once they test you, they put you in a truck by yourself, and you good to go. And I think you can do it, Michelle. If it's something that you want, and you get to travel. And then once you get that experience under your belt, if you can bring somebody with you, you just have to pay for insurance each week. It's a lot of benefits you have. You can bring like a husband, you know, you can bring a son or daughter, mother, daughter, cat, dog, whatever. There's people got chickens and alligators and lizards out here. You can bring whatever. They just want you to be comfortable and roll and stay safe out here. And I think you might like it, you know? And then if you don't like it, at least you'll have that CDL under your belt. You know? You can do, yes, she can do it, Chrissy. And you'll have that time under your belt. And then if you don't like driving on the road, you know, with the CDL, you know, you can drive like for Greyhound. You could drive a school bus. It's so much you can do with that CDL. You can chauffeur. You can do a lot. So just keep that in mind. You don't just have to drive tractor trailers and over the road and stuff. So it says, I used to that in my past. It says, the past is the past. I wish you can train me. I just have a dog and a boyfriend. That's all. Well, once you get done driving, you know, you can bring your dog and your boyfriend on the truck with you. I don't train anymore. I used to. It's been years, and oh, it's a hot mess. I might get back into it one day, but man, I'm planning on hitting the lottery sometime soon, you know? I'm trying to hang my keys up. But we'll talk about all that another day. Like I said, I'm not going to hold everybody. We have been over here over 2 hours. I really do appreciate everybody that is supporting me, even my haters. Okay? But I already know who's doing what they're doing to me. Hey, Tone, yo, man, you peep something. You know, do you know when you left out the chat, do you know I had 23 likes and somebody popped in, and when people popped in, all of a sudden they popped out and it went down to like 14. They all unliked my video, Tony. Can you believe that? There's so many haters out there. It says, okay, dear, thank you for all your advice. You're welcome, Michelle. And like I said, we're going to shine off in a minute. And I say it's me because we're going to go over there and check out. Tony, have you uploaded your video yet? But yeah, as I was saying, you all, before I shine off, I appreciate all you guys that did keep your thumbs up, rock with me the entire time. I already know, I have a feeling who came over here. It's a crew of people. I know exactly who it is. I know how to block. I know what I need to do. It's all uploaded now, so it might be ready in about 30 minutes or so. You think, Tony? Yeah. But I already know who that crew of people that came over here. I think it was all the gathering of them. They sat back in the bushes. They watched. They all liked. And as soon as they popped in and they popped out, boom. And they all left. If you guys watched them numbers, and they did all what they did. But like I said, that's okay. Thanks for your time. Yeah, I appreciate it, JR. Okay, no, thanks for your time, Michelle. I appreciate you. Seriously, have a good night and safe night. You too, Michelle. Thank you for, you know, the support too. Chrissy, it's me. Thank you. I will, JR. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Like I say, I'm repeating myself because I'm getting tired. Showing me love. And look for my new shorts. Y'all know I pop out one every now and then. Look out for have a good night. You're welcome. You too. I appreciate that. Great night. Chrissy, you too, Chrissy love. I appreciate that. All your love and your support. Keep doing what you're doing, sweetheart. Keep on supporting me. I appreciate that. Tony, yo, man, I'm going to check you out in a minute. Paulie, it says will do. I appreciate that, Paul. I appreciate everybody that came in rocking with me. You guys have a good night. You all stay blessed. And if it ain't nobody tell you that somebody loves you, remember God loves you, and so do I. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a good night. Take care. And if you haven't told anybody today that you love them, please do. Michelle says, have a good night. You too, sweetheart. All right, Tony, yo, man, I'll check you out on that video that's about to pop out soon. I'm going to be looking for it. Everybody get a chance. Go over there and check out Tony, yo, man. Tony, yo, man, he finna put it out. He finna tear it up. He finna tell some stories. And he finna throw out some food there. You get a chance, you guys, go over there and check out my girl, Carmen. Carmen got some good content over there. Carmen be eating everything. And when I'm in town, me and Carmen go hook up when I get out there in Boston. And I'm going to check her out. So you guys get a chance, go out there and check out. Go over to Carmen's page. Please check her out. Carmen Eats. Remember that. Carmen Eats. She's in the chat. Just tap on her and go check Carmen out. That's the girl. Go check Tony Yo Man out. Go check Chrissy out. Love you all. Go check out It's Me. That's my girl. You have a good night. Thank you all. Stay blessed.